everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. For those who do not know me yet, I'm Anna Maria, the pharmacist with the suitcase, and through my cameras I show to you the beauties of the world and give to you tips and tricks about how to safely travel around our marvelous planet. Today I will talk to you about some important changements that will modify the way of traveling for many people across Europe. Let's explain this better. In this side of the world, it is extremely common to travel around using low-fare companies such as Wizz Air, EasyJet, Eurowings, Vueling, Jet2, Volotea, Transavia, Air Baltic. One of those who offers an important number of connections across Europe is an Irish company called Ryanair. I want to make it extremely clear that this video is absolutely not sponsored by any company, especially not this Ryanair. But I guess you are a clever one, and after you will have seen all this video, you surely will understand this anyway without any clarification. But just to make it clear, no one paid me or gifted me something to talk good or bad about a company. Everything I say is just my simple point of view, based on the personal experiences I had with this company. At the end of the video, I will suggest to you how to do not run into problems, considering the important changes Ryanair is about to implement. Ryanair is a company that became extremely popular thanks to the fact that for a certain period was used to sell tickets at extremely low prices. I actually took advantage of their promotions and organized 4 different trips to places where I'd never been before, just because they were selling flights at crazy prices. You won't believe, but it costed me much more to reach the airport rather than to reach the other country, as unfortunately I live in a city where the airports nowadays are only cargo and military, so I need to go to a town which is about 50 kilometers far away from mine. Thanks to their cheap rate, I went to Luxembourg, Nuremberg and Bordeaux, spending only something like €4.90 for each trip, and I went to Ibiza spending €14.90. Staying there for about 3-4 days, I managed spending a maximum of €100 for each trip, using some clever tricks that I will share with you in another video, as if I would continue now, I would go a little bit off topic. I can't say this company is the one I love most. Actually, I sincerely kind of dislike it, as they always had several rules which from my point of view are not so nice, neither correct. Of course, their service is not a high-class one, and very sadly I have to say the manners of several people working for this company on board, and especially in the airports, are not the best ones. Sincerely, these people act often very rude and have bullying behaviors, which is something I totally dislike. But yes, if you pay attention to a few things, using their basic service might allow you to travel cheap across Europe, which is not so bad for the bank account at the end of the month. Which other things make me dislike this company? They destroyed my scuba diving luggage, and even if I asked for a refund, failing the several papers and even attaching the receipt of the suitcase's purchase, they kind of disappeared. Another time, they obliged me to pay a fee as they couldn't check in my bag for I do not know which problem they had to face, even if I was on time at the airport and I had previously paid to do the check-in of my suitcase, as it was a big one and I was forced to send it. It ended up I had to pay around other €80 of penalty. Penalty or what if the problem was of the company? To bring on board my suitcase with me. And can I say this? Nonsense. So no, I don't like this company, I'm sorry. I do not like neither the fact that when you get inside the plane and you only desire to have a nap, arriving at the destination relaxed, first of all, the seats are extremely uncomfortable. But okay, again, it is a low-fare company, a business or a first class do not exist over there, but is it normal in your opinion that the hostess and stewards always, and I say always, have to talk and run up and down trying to sell you even the hair that wears in the aircraft? Come on. That is kind of aggressive. Too much, guys. Is it truly too much? Oh, Mr. Lady, can you do something? I appeal to you to reduce this market square attitude. The same happens when you are trying to buy a ticket online. Can I say that? I do not want to seem irreverent or ungrateful, but it is far more than annoying to keep on having all those messages such as, do you want to purchase a second bag? Do you want to purchase a third bag? Are you sure you do not want to purchase a bag? If you do not purchase the bag now, you can still do that later, but you will pay it more. Do you want to purchase an insurance? Are you sure you don't want to purchase an insurance? How is it that you travel without an insurance? Do you want to buy a drink, a snack, or a meal for when you will be flying? We have good deals if you buy it now. Maybe when you come on the flight, food will be finished and you will be thirsty because all the other passengers will have already ordered everything and you will die dehydrated. Do you want to pay more to sit next to your beloved one? Pay attention, because if your boyfriend sits far from you, we might sit him next to Miss Island and you can say goodbye to him. Do you want to rent a car? No car? What about a bus? No? Then rent a car, we have good deals. Do you want to book a car parking slot at the airport? Do you want a hotel? What about a guided tour or some tickets for shows and good knows what? Seriously, I just want to buy a flight ticket. That's all. Please let me buy my ticket for €14.99 and I will be fine. But guys, the hell of Ryanair expanded its borders and now there are some changements, limitations, and listen, new fines. If before I wasn't extremely happy to fly with them, and in several occasions, I must admit, I said to myself, never ever again with these guys. If I have a second chance, I will go with someone else. But these won't see my face again. Who didn't say these words and remember about them the very next time they were struggling again with this company while they were trying to reach the next destinations? Please tell me I'm not the only one. I don't want to feel that miserable. Now, what happens? Now, I seriously hope I won't have to use again their services because it doesn't seem to me they work to make customers feel satisfied and welcomed. I know you can't make everyone happy, but this is pure utopia. But I'm having always more and more the idea that this company is treating its customers like someone from which they have to extort money, inventing crazy and nonsense rules. And this sincerely makes me very sad because I can clearly see how greedy humanity is. I understand business is business and I totally understand if they give work to a certain number of people, of course they have to pay all of them and from somewhere they have to take that money. But what I do not understand and what I do not admire is making people think you spend less using their services instead of those of a competitor and later oblige customers in a way or in another to pay far more. It is annoying but kind of funny, hilarious when they try to sell almost even your family members, but it is kind of crazy when they invent such fines to oblige us paying what they want. This is not acceptable from my humble point of view. Another thing that I do not find that fair is if they present themselves worldly as a low-fare company and are proud of this, having made this even their slogan, low fare made simple, why do making the price of their tickets higher and higher as nothing is included and in many occasions obliging you to pay fees? I don't see a lot of seriousness in this way of working and this makes me kind of sad. At the end, if someone decides to fly with a low-fare company, it means this person doesn't have a lot of money at disposal and has to do her best to spare. So considering this, I find kind of disrespectful adding fees to the customers. You never know why someone is traveling, maybe that person has to do it, maybe it is simply a pleasant trip, but even in the second case, you can pry into someone's financial affair. What do you think? Do you have my same point of view? I would like to discuss this with you, other travelers. Please leave me a comment in which you tell me your ideas about this. So now, after that I joke a little bit, telling you my experiences that more than often have been unpleasant with this company, let's now seriously talk about these important changements that soon will be a new reality for their customers. And if you do not want to have problems with this company, I think you should put a lot of attention in what I'm about to tell you. From next May 2025, Ryanair will introduce important innovations for its travelers, which will mainly concern the transport of hand luggage, check-in methods, and arrival times at the airport. Free carriage on board of a small piece of carry-on baggage, such as a handbag or a laptop bag, will still be permitted. It must have maximum dimensions of 40 cm by 20 cm by 25 and must be positioned under the seat in front. If the dimensions exceed those foreseen, you risk paying a supplement of the gate of a fee of 70 euros. If the traveler needs to carry a second handbag in the cabin, he or she can purchase a priority boarding option, which allows the transport of an additional bag with a maximum size 55 cm by 40 by 20 cm to be placed in the overhead bin. For longer bags, it will be compulsory to transport them in the hold for a fee. The second new feature concerns digital boarding passes. As part of the company's digitalization process, from May 2025, only digital boarding passes will be permitted. Passengers will then have to check in via the airline's app, downloading the travel document directly onto the mobile device. Tickets printed at home will still be accepted, but it will no longer be possible to print the document at the check-in desk, paying the 23 euros fee. So, if you still want the paper boarding pass, because you never know, maybe the battery of your device might die, remember to print it at home. If passengers arrive at the terminal without a boarding pass, they will have to pay a surcharge of around 60 euros. The arrival times at the airport also changes. The company suggests arriving at the boarding gate at least 40 minutes before departure. But with the experience I have achieved, I highly suggest you to arrive far earlier. 2 hours before will make you avoid a lot of problems. In case of delay, it seems you will have a penalty for missing the flight, to which the rebooking costs are added. Also, if you do the check-in in delay, you will have a fine. Do you know how much this will be? 120 euros. This last thing, in my opinion, is pure madness. What is that? I missed the flight, it's already an horrible day, and you even add me a fine for that? I don't pretend you to put me on the next flight for free if the fault of having missed the flight is mine, but for sure you shouldn't make me pay a fee. It makes no sense, this, and to me, and I truly hope they are not seriously going to add this rule and their terms and conditions. So, now that I updated you about these new rules, I hope that if you will be purchasing a flight with this company from May 25, you will pay attention to these innovations to avoid having bad memories linked to those trips. Please, if you found this video helpful, leave a like and share it on your social medias and with your circle of friends, because I think it is important that everyone who enjoys traveling has the knowledge to avoid unnecessary stress. I'm always ready to talk to you about travel news and to tell what I learn while I travel around the world. So, if you desire to be always informed about the novelty in the tourism field and to learn about different cultures, traditions, history, art, culinary patrimony of the different countries, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon, because doing like this, you won't miss the new episodes. See you in the next video. Ciao!
Thank you for flying Ryanair. Last year, over 90% of our flights arrived on time. We hope you enjoyed yours, and we look forward to welcoming you on board again soon. Ryanair. Low fares made simple.